It's the final hours of the final day of Automania 2025, and we had an opportunity to catch up with Bill Miller, co-owner and co-founder of Carlisle Events, and Bill Miller III. He's the guy that sort of oversees Automania, has involvement with our auctions, and of course, Bill's son. First of all, Billy, we've been doing Automania here since 1990. You came on board sometime thereafter, but how did the event go for you this year? What was it like?
Oh, the events. The nice thing about this event is it's super consistent. It's always packed, especially Fridays, Saturdays, and we get a good crowd on Sundays, as you can see.
So, Bill, you served as kind of a greeter at Automania. I mean, you're at the door, you're handing out the programs. You get a chance here to do something that you maybe don't get to do at Carlisle, and that's really be like literally hands-on with the customers. What kind of feedback do you hear from our guests as they come through?
Absolutely, it's really fun for me, Mike, to be very honest with you. You know, I get a chance to talk to everybody, and the interesting thing is a lot of the people that come to this show don't even come to our fairgrounds, and they come here from New York, New Jersey, Delaware, Washington, D.C. It's just a great event.
Very cool. And Billy, in the years that you've run the show, and really, I mean, literally your whole life, you get to work with your dad. How cool is that?
Oh, it's just, you know, what you could hope for. Being in the car hobby and working with your family, and I mean, there isn't much else to hope for.
So every year when Automania comes around, you know, like I said, we're wrapping up the event here. You know, some people are headed out. Every year when Automania comes around, there's that excitement about it being the first event of the year. I mean, Bill, you've been doing this for 50 plus years here at the helm of Carlisle Events. All these years later, you still have to get excited when Automania comes, and a little sad when it goes.
Well, you know, the interesting thing is when fall's over, you know, the shows are kind of over, and there's definitely a little disappointment. But, you know, then the first thing you hear is Automania. And here they are. Look at this place. It's unbelievable. And you know what's really fun too, Mike, here is the farmer's market. This farmer's market was started in 1955, and it is probably the finest farmer's market I've ever seen. The food's fantastic. People come shop here, they go over there and eat, they just have a ball.
So no farmer's market on the final day of Automania, but yeah, it's a big staple of Friday and Saturday. When you talk to the vendors, what do you hear from them? What do they like about coming to Automania?
What's much different about Automania and the regular Carlisle shows is, Mike, they have more time, more intimate time to spend with people. And lots of times people go through 2 or 3 times and pick up stuff on the second time or third time. And they get to catch up about, you know, how was Carlisle, how was Hershey, how was that stuff. And it's more of a just a good hangout kind
camaraderie situation.
Yep.
We're wrapping up. You're going to head back to your warm and winter home in Florida. You're going to do the same, but for the vendors that were here indoors, and maybe more so for the ones that were outdoors, what do you have to say to them this year?
Well, we also have to look at Lakeland's coming up, Mike.
Right.
You know, we got the auction in Lakeland. You know, we just kind of do this all the time, so it's not a wrap-up. We're just getting ready now for Lakeland for the collector car auction down there.
Obviously, we're sold out indoors. It's been kind of the constant year over year here at Automania. But thoughts on the growth we saw outdoors this year? I mean, I feel like there was even more vendors outside.
Absolutely. The support we get from the outside vendors, to me, is just, it's incredible. You know, I did fly up from Florida, and it's cold up here. I'm not going to lie. And to have as many vendors as we have outside, I think it's really impressive. And I give them a lot of credit.
And they're having a lucky weekend because it's 40 degrees out there, you know, so it's really not bad at all. Lots of times it's 15 or 20, and they're still out there working their little hearts out. And you know, the advantage is we don't open until noon on Fridays, so they get to see all the people that are standing in line before these people even get to look at them in here. So, you know, they like being out there.
Well, and it's been a great event. Bill, thank you so much for being host. Billy, for helping organize as well. We thank all of our guests that came to Automania in 2025, and it's never too early to save the date. Do you know when Automania 2026 is?
Of course not. You do, though.
I do. Do you know?
17th?
It is not. No. January.
All right, I tried.
January 16th through the 18th, 2026. Make your plans now. Get your vending spaces. Purchase your discounted spectator admission tickets. And like Bill said, We're all headed to Florida real soon. The Lakeland Winter Collector Car Auction is happening at the Sun and Fun Expo campus February 7th and 8th. You'll be there, I'll be there, and we hope to see you there as well.
Thanks, everybody, for being part of the Carlisle family. We love every one of you.